Alright. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Shin's in the top right side of the grand finals of Pigstarcraft Weekly number 16. Heroes in the bottom left. And we have a gold base versus gold base war. That's right, guys. This guy, Mr. Shin, has gone down here and taken this gold base with 4 mineral patches. And so has Hero. Now, on this map, keep in mind, you can move workers down there through this worker-only path. No other unit can squeeze through these paths on the back of your base. Which means the rest of your army has to go around here. And these rocks have to get taken down. Otherwise, you need to go all the way around here to defend that base. So this is going to be a bizarre opening setup for Hero. Can't wait to see what he does with it. But oracles are pretty good, so why the hell not? Keep in mind, in front of this base, there is another gold base, gold and blue mineral base. Interestingly, this one is like I said, a 4 and 4 patch. So it's a very valuable gold base. This one only has 6 mineral patches, and then there's a rich gas base over here as well. So who knows, maybe Hero will expand forwards from here and just go for like straight up mass blink oracle aggression or something like that. Thank you, Fluffy Puffy. Really appreciate the support. Arithmetics as well. Lord Callian, thank you very much for the subs, guys. Really appreciate the cheers and support. Pig was ever pushing the competitive scene to make players play all 3 races in tournaments. If you look up on my YouTube, the Who is the StarCraft Master tournament that I ran back in 2018, that was a fun one where we did that. But other than that, there's just been like the odd show match. I've been trying to get Rainer versus Clem for years to play off-race show matches, and then they only went and did it finally in like, I think it was the Basilisk? Big Brain Brawls or something like that? I don't know, some roddy thing. I was like, I've been asking you guys to play this, and Rainer was dodging for years, but I guess because he's contractually obliged by his team, he actually finally played, and they had a banger series, which was pretty fun. 16 Lings on the way, it's a Ling Flood. Shin is going to Ling Flood to punish this. Okay. It's a full wall on the front. Interesting. And the Adepts can rally down and hide behind the minerals. Once you mine those middle minerals open as well, it will actually allow you to walk down here. Dude, I don't know if Ling Flood's the right move. He's going to try and take the pylon down. More Ling's going to flood through the front as well. But with Oracle energy available, this could be big. As long as you fill up that Oracle energy, it can just blast for ages, man. Oracle's going to try and fight over there. Adept moves left. No wall off on the left. No wall off on the left. Oh god, okay, Oracle's going to try and clean up the Zerglings. Probes and Adept fighting on the right side. They're in trouble right now. Ling's going to get some damage. Is it enough, though? Remember, this is a massive commitment of Zerglings. You need more than 5 or 6 probes to make that super worth it. Units lost tab dead even here. A few Zerglings running around the backside. Has he at least skipped spores? Yeah. So the way Shin's taken advantage of this is he skipped spore crawlers to be a bit greedier, relying on his Zerglings pinning the Oracles at home in order to get it done. Oh, he does go for it. He goes for the double gold. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, and he's going to wall this right side? What in the hell, man? Dude, this is so sick. I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to do it. Thank you so much, Fluffy Puffy. Getting in there with not only the 10 gifted subs, but the biddies as well. Thank you, Fluffy Puffy. Disagreeing with me about Broodlords, no worries. Yeah, no, as I thought, like we were just having a disagreement about the Broodlord stuff. There's a lot of people who get very sensitive about balance and they start arguing with their feelings rather than with facts. Myself included sometimes. I'm guilty of it sometimes as well, so, you know. Just a lot of people, they watched a 10-second clip from the start of a video where I showed a pretty crappy example of something and they've been hating on me ever since then because they don't know how to critically think. I'm such a dick, aren't I? I'm so condescending, man. Nice move here for Shin. Does pull those drones back. Roachhorn goes down as well. Dep's coming forward. Zerglings and Queens trying to gather back on that side. I like the way Hero's keeping him pinned. He's got Blink +1, 2 more gateways on the way. Shin just played a crazy series against Dark's Protoss. So we're going to see what goes on next. Adept's coming forward. Oracle's joining up with them. Oh, here we go. Oracle's trying to pull away. Oh my gosh. Okay, Queen gets frozen there. The Adept's trying to shade backwards. Oh my lord, this is so friggin' annoying for Shin to deal with, but it looks like he's finally on top of it, and he does shut it down. Hero is down 10 workers, which is actually a good start here. But the Queen's pushing back the Oracles. That last Adept, will it be able to shade over there? Looks like the answer is yes. Will he focus fire? And yeah, he's going to grab one more drone. Nicely done. Hey, adding a bit of damage there. And with the double gold up, lots of gateways, a cannon on this third. Does feel like Hero should be okay. Shin, of course, takes the purple gas base, so that's going to give him double gas mining when he gets on it. But the Oracles, oh no, he's going to lose. Almost loses an Oracle. 1 Oracle's gone down, 6 Adepts, 6 probes, 1 pylon for 45 Zerglings. Units lost tab is in favor of the Zerg player there by a little bit. Not something you say every day. With the Hydrogen and the Baneling Nest down, it's going to be very scary if Hero can't start trading. That's why the Blink Stalkers are here. He gets an Overlord, starts picking off Zerglings. He's got Stasis Traps to fall back on. He's just picking off these Zerglings. Still got 2 Oracles juiced up on energy, and they will be able to, of course, cover his retreat. Purple Gas now mining. Shin going to break those rocks, realizing a faster rally path will help him. The Lings struggle to break those rocks. They have a shared hit point pool, but it is a massive 2,000 hit point shared pool. This 4th base going down. Stalkers get it. Gets the hatchery, blinks away. Great play there, and that's such a big equalizer, because if he could drone that 4th, I feel like Shin runs away with this game, but because he's not able to, that's going to be an issue. Okay, Prison there, Oracle's there, Stalker's moving in on the right side. Gonna try and hit the hatchery. Does get cancelled. Feels like this Ling style, you know, it looked pretty good with the supply, but he's got to get on top of these Stalkers and maybe surround them to get something more done here. 2 more gateways coming in, as well as charging +2. Hero going for the gateway man. Problem for Hero is, where does his 4th base go, guys? I think he should be expanding along this bottom side of the map, but he's walled himself off from that, so maybe he does it, but there are a few Lings waiting on that side. Templar Archives comes down as well. It's only 3 base setup. His minerals are going to start mining out. Like, he's really got to get another base up. Otherwise, he's just, what, 10, 12 gates? 12 gateways for Hero. On 60 probes, that's a bit too many. Stasis traps everywhere. Very good way to play. Great insurance. One of those things players will be complaining about a lot in the coming months. Stalkers picking off so many Zerglings. The Ling Hydra going for this round. Here we go. Oh, I like the split of those Zerglings, but the Stasis Trap does freeze them. You ain't able to surround this. Nah, Stalkers just holding their ground. Zealots run in for the counterattack, take out a Queen and a few Zealots. The Hydras rally down and clear that up. New 4th base on the right side for Shin. A lot of Zerglings are frozen, but that could actually turn into a flank. Hero's got to get out of there. Hero, you know those guys are going to surround you from behind, right? Hero, what are we doing, man? Pull back. Okay, at least the Stasis Traps are different. He blinks forward because he has no fear. Hero, the Mad Lad, and a bit of a Chad. 1 drone joining the charge. He's got the trumpet over there. And they are charging into battle. The Ling Hydra's going in. The Storm is not quite ready. This may be the perfect timing. Stasis Trap does not do anything if it's on top of pre-stasis units. And this is looking like it might just be the killing timing. Hero does not have Storm. It's still 20 seconds out. Even with a chrono on that, it's going to be hard to get it up in time. He's trying to go Plasma Shield upgrades. The Baneling's about to come out of this, but there's a new Stasis Trap behind it, and they will get frozen again immediately. Storm kicking in 5 seconds. The Immortals and the Stalkers start to get overrun, but he's already lost all his other units. Even with the Storm kicking in, I think it's too little too late, because he's already lost his Immortals, most of his Stalkers. The Oracles do run in a little bit, but they're out of energy as well. And the Zealots hold. The Hydra count goes down. Shin's only on 61 workers. Maybe with energy recharge, there's a dream here. Maybe. Banelings come out, take out a bunch of probes. Another Storm goes down. Archon's being morphed. More Hydraling comes in. I don't think there's the damage here. Hero has to turn on his lasers to deal with the Zerglings. The High Templar and Archon's going down before they can finish morphing there. Zealots coming out. Oracle's fighting Hydras. It's nail-bitingly close on the front, but you have to realize that this is Hero's 3rd. His 4th is not mining. Whereas Shin, of course, does now have a 4th up, 10 drones on it. This 4th for Hero, no probes out there just yet. And he's just lost a bunch of work. He's got to transfer from his main as natural, get up here, refill those High Templar, and find a way to stabilize. 4 probes at a time. Uh-oh. Storm, good Storm, but not hitting as much as I thought it was going to. A few Stalkers trying to get in that worker line. They're going to be able to. High Templars morphing into Archon. Stalkers trying to pull back. Zealots warping in. There's too many Hydras. There's just a bit too much Zerg. I think Shin was correct to keep leaning into this attack. Yeah, he doesn't have endless units, but compared to what the Protoss has, as long as he keeps pressing, I think he's in a good spot. That Archon in the back finally goes down. The Oracle pulls back in and goes down. High Templar lands a juicy Storm. Ends up taking out his own probe, but he's already lost all the workers on this 3rd. 45 workers to 61, and Shin is going to take a very nice game 1. All right, guys, going into game 2. Hero in the bottom right. He managed to get over there very early. Block Shin's expansion, so Shin's taken the 3rd in the north of Whispers of Gold. And that's, you know, kind of surprising, because I feel like Shin very often gets, you know, a very quick 14 or 15 hatchery, rushes that bad boy out, but this time didn't go for it early enough. And Hero is able to get in there with the block. Not something we see as commonly these days. Nexus goes down over there. Gateway coming up. All right, so we're going to be going for a Cyber Core. Very nice. This is a wall off. What do you guys think of this, guys? What do you think of this? It's a good choke point. It's not a diagonal. And you can wall off with a big building in front. That's what I like about this wall off. What I hate about this wall off is that this is just a pretty big opening. If that pylon can get focused by Banes or Ravagers, and it can just get blasted. And a big Zerg army can shove in there. But that is a big if. I think in general, that's one of the better wall-offs Heroes ever put down. It's a great wall-off by Heroes standards, yes. I think by Heroes standards, this wall-off is like top tier. Normally, he's got like the pylon, the choke points here on this weird corner. Lings are sneaking through all the time. Yeah, it's a Bane target, but not as bad as some of his other ones by any means. And I actually think it's fine. Your hero, you're so ready for things like Bane Bust these days with the early Oracles. Should be fine. It's kind of funny, isn't it, the way PvZ works, where Oracle's been ubiquitous, the main opening for a long time, because, well, it's a great unit, but also Zerg doesn't have much mobile anti-air, right? But then if you don't go Oracle, you feel vulnerable because of the mobility advantage Zerg gets early on. I guess it's the interaction of like things like Ling Speed, being able to surround stuff like Stalkers on the map and that sort of stuff. Like, Protoss has periods where they actually have a mobility advantage versus Terran until Stim finishes. So often Stim doesn't finish till 6.5, 7 minutes, right? You know, sometimes a lot earlier than that, depending on the build order. And I think what's really fascinating is because Protoss gets more map control with like Blink, they can kind of pressure around a little bit more. But the only way you get that map control and that forward presence against Zerg is by going Oracles into Blink. And that seems to be like the most reliable way to play Protoss, is being your opponent's face, picking away at them, seeing what's going on, limiting what they can do, and punishing them if they let their guard down. 4-gate Blink, so common, right? Versus Terran. Or even 3-gate Blink, MaxPax does all the time, Clem does it. And it's like, okay, my Stalkers are just going to, you know, pressure you, get in your face, force you to stim, disengage. And that sort of harassment into disengaging is huge. Shin's Spore there was 5 seconds late. 5 seconds late when an Oracle comes in. It's all hero needs, man. 4 drones, amazing start for him as he drops that third base. And second Oracle's already coming out. Twilight Council coming in. Extra gateway comes up as well. Okie doke. Oracle's going to be zapping some of these drones. Nice Evo chamber there. He can keep that and use that for a melee upgrade if he wants, but nope. Does decide to cancel it. And the Queen gets a hit or two on the Oracle, but not enough to really get through the shields. Now, this Twilight Council's come down at a pretty good time, right? Twilight Council into quick 3-gate. You kind of look at this, you go, are you going to make glaives right now? Are you going to make glaives right now? Yes, he is. All right, 3-gate glaives. Not the most committed version of it. It would be kind of crazy for you to drop 2 more gateways now, hero, wouldn't it? Like, for you to build 2 gateways in the back of your main and go 5-gate, that would be a bit mad. I think he's just going to do 3-gate. A bit of a lighter glaive adept pressure, not as insane. He's dropping them. Okay, 4th gateway. No, 5th gateway, just 4. Okay, it is just 4. For a second, I thought he was going to go 5 or 6. I was like, eh, I smell some nasty. Adept's trying to warp into a surround, though. Well, that's a great trade for Shin, man. Oh, is he going to get another? Oh, dude, he's getting so much value. And he's seeing so many Adepts as well. You're like, well, I just killed like 3 Adepts and a probe and stuff, and I saw even more. And you're like, okay. Well, we need to go to 60 drones and then make roaches, basically. Maybe even 60 is too many. It's a lot of Adepts. Dude, even after losing 3, he's got 10. 10 Adepts coming forward. Trying to defend it with pure Zergling. No roaches right now. Ooh, he's sending Lings across the map, but he doesn't realize this is coming. Overlord sees it now. And he's going to realize, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, that's a lot of Adepts. Oh, man, I've only got Zerglings right now. Yeah, he's his Ling counter. Oh, my God, Hero. Hero's pants are down. They didn't host this on the mod because they're pro gamers. He just lost 10 probes, guys. Adepts coming into the main, getting a few workers, but the Lings run away from the Oracles. Great play for them. Shade into the natural now. Dude, Hero leaving his third wide open like that. He gets punished. He needed to run those probes out of there, but he was tunnel vision on the front. Ling Roach going for the surround right now. That is a whole big thing. The Adepts are going to get surrounded. Queen's going after them. Oh, the Adepts are going to go down. It's a great start for Shin. So good, man. After losing 4 drones to the Oracle, I thought, bad start. This could snowball. But now I'm thinking fantastic start, dude. And look, he's going to go for the German taxi. He's going to load Queens into the Overlord and just go, please, hero, magically make something happen. Don't go down 3-0 in this finals. We've had too many one-sided finals in the Pigstarcraft Weekly over the last few years. I'm hoping hero pulls out some magic. Gets a bunch of drones there. That's not really going to help him long-term, though. He's just got to survive. He's got to make stalkers and defend. We'll see what he can do. Why is there no worker kill count? That's what I was saying, that they didn't host it on the correct mod. Pro players hosted the lobby for this one, unfortunately. If you don't host it on the same on the mod, the worker kill count does not show up. You need to use WCS Game Art or OBS++ to make that show up. Oracle that turns on its lasers, Stalker's trying to fall back. Zergling's going for the surround. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's just too much, man. Yeah. Nah, after throwing all those adepts away like that, only killing a couple of workers, Shin's gonna get himself an easy map 2 victory. And that just feels really nice. I mean, the Ling counter-attack just did so much, came in at the perfect time and really laid down the kibosh. I thought splitting the Lings off was a mistake because there was 2 full energy oracles at home and they were just gonna kill all the Zerglings. I didn't realize if it hits exactly as Hero's shading into your base, Hero might not be looking, might not react in time, 10 probes go down, then the Lings come back and shut down the adepts anyway. Hero's in a panic, his heart's all aflutter, and he ends up just getting rolled by the big 45 drone, Roach Ravager, Queen Drop, and Zergling all in. Shin there trading 2-to-1 efficiency. Beautiful play. All right, guys, he's got to fight back right now. This is not looking good at all for Hero. He's once again going for an early block. Shin, sorry. He's going to go 16 hatchery. Dude, that probe gets there just in time to block that. Shin casually starts the 17th drone. And he's going forwards. He's going to go hatch block. Oh, wait, you had to send another drone down. He's sending this drone down a bit late. If he sent that drone earlier, he could have got it down. Hide the drone, hide the drone. Hero hasn't seen it. Hero hasn't seen it. Oh, he comes in from the angle. Gets the hatchery down. And Hero's like, pull 2 probes. You have to pull 2 probes right now. You have to pull a second probe, otherwise you're going to get hatch blocked. Drone's coming in. Second probe comes down. So the drone beats a probe in a fight, guys. That's why you need a second probe. Because 1 probe, yeah, you can fight and block. Oh, he gets the kill. Hero steals 5 minerals, gives the middle finger to the drone line, kills the drone, and Hero with a good start to this game. Massively delaying the hatchery, the gas in the spawning pool. Doesn't get his nexus delayed very much at all. He's looking great. All right, guys. He's going to be taking this forward third base by the looks of it. He's got that nice little pylon in the wall off. Second gas into pylon there. Oh, the probe baited him. He attacked Dart. Yeah, Shin likes to do this where he'll attack at the mineral. Hero likes to do this where he'll attack in the mineral line. And I always wonder why no one tries to attack him. Because I'm like, there's no way he's always watching. He'll just go in the middle of your mineral line sometimes. Like, he'll walk right into this little spot here and just start attacking 4 workers with a probe. And you're like, if I grab these guys and A-move, like, they will kill him, right? And definitely I've seen it happen, but more often than not, he dodges, he gets away, and you can tell he's just kind of like, haha, you wasted mining time. And people just get too annoyed at that, so they don't even try to attack him most of the time. This time, probe's going to go left. He saw the drone go to the right. Beautiful pathing on that probe, man, but he's got to click it home if he wants to get out of there. Indeed, he sees the 3rd hatchery adepts here. Second adept got chrono. This is not a great map for double adept chrono because of this ramp. This ramp on the natural makes it a bit harder to like run in and kill creep tumors, for instance. The queen tried to block him, couldn't quite get there. Beautiful play by Hero, dude. He's looking excellent right now. Stargate finishes in the main base, and that Oracle should be starting up now. 150 gas. There we go. Chrono boosts it. Double Adept's going to shade forward. There's only 4 Zerglings out, but there are 4 more in production. I think he finishes this shade because he's crazy, but no, Hero does cancel it. And it might just be a backwards shade. Yeah, backwards shade. Force the drones off the mining a little. If they come in range, hey, grab a drone, why not? Gets himself 2 drones and a Zergling. Doesn't lose anything. Dude, Hero's all over this early game. This is like the Hero we know and love. He says, normally I do this against Dark, but I can do it against Shin as well. I'm going to lose the first 2 games playing like a dum-dum. And then I am going to go friggin' monster mode and rip my opponent's face off and then wear it as a mask, you know? He's one of these guys where sometimes Hero just starts slow in a PvZ. And this gives us more hype. He's like, yeah, I'm here for the fans. I want you guys to think I'm playing bad today. But actually, I just wanted to make it look like my opponent was winning so that I could make a more epic comeback. Even though there was no doubt that I was going to win from the start. Didn't he do this versus Shin the other week? Was it Hero versus Shin maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I think? Where he was down 2-0 and he came back. Came back, won it 3-2. It was crazy. Got a couple of lava on that third base. Lava are a bit more vulnerable than eggs. Eggs have a lot of hit points. Does Protoss win today? Well, it's looking unlikely, but you never know with Hero. 2 drones, 3 drones. Very nice. Hero is secretly a pro wrestler. He's that good. He scripts his own series. He's like, I don't even need my opponent to be in on it. I can match fix against myself 1 or 2 maps and then just crush from there. I honestly don't think Hero... If Hero is match fixing, guys, he's basically spent his entire career of 15 years of winning tournaments in StarCraft 2 setting himself up to get away with it. Because, like, he's so consistently played the sloppiest, most random, creative, weird stuff that it would be impossible to distinguish. You know, like, and mechanically, his entire technique he uses is so disorganized and chaotic that, like, you know, you can kind of tell if a very methodical player does something that's very uncharacteristic. For Hero, what even is the characteristic other than unpredictable that defines his play? Because that really is what his play is about. It's unpredictability. It's just chaotically aggressive. It's diving into positions where other players would run away. You know, that's what his style is. So he wants that 1 Oracle to stasis trap the main. It has a lot of energy. That's why he hides it in the back, guys. Because he figures he can stasis trap once its shields are regened and then come back and do it again later. Links around, gets a Stalker out front, but the Adepts in the Mineral Line do well. Battery cancel, comes down in time. Nice defense. There's a lot of Zerglings. 29 Zerglings, 12 more building, +1 melee on the way. It's got a 4th hatchery, but that's a lot of links to build off only 54 drones. I guess if you've got 3 mineral lines, does it really matter? This is one of the rules, guys. We look at overall work and you might think, oh, he's not building up as much money. He's building as much minerals as he would if he had more workers. The only difference is he's delaying his gas. And I think if you delay your minerals, it's huge. It really hurts you. But if you're just delaying gas, okay. I mean, it'll slow down some tech units, but it's going to give you an abundance of minerals still. Uh-oh. Big stasis in the main base. Going to get himself 4 or 5 drones. Not bad. I think 6 even. Cannon and a battery in the third. You can't fight into cannon battery. Cannon battery is too good versus Zerglings, because at any point he can also fight with the probes, he can warp in units. Once there's a cannon and a battery at a base, unless you got Banelings, it's a no-go zone for the Zerg. Gross, they smell through their skin, apparently. Wait, are we talking about Zerg? You saying like Zerg don't need noses? They can just like smell you through their pores? What weird lore is this, Twitch chat? Is Twitch chat just making things up again? Oh, jeez. Twitch chat, stop. Bad Twitch chat. Bad. Zergling's trying to come in. Shield battery gonna heal the adepts. Few stalkers warping in. Stalkers poking forward right now. Trying to blink back a little bit. The Zerglings are getting frozen up a little bit. Oracle comes in front of the stasis. Queen's in position, though. She assumes the position. The Oracle's going to go down. Nice cleanup here for Shin. He's got to pull these drones away. He's going to try and shift-click them back. And good timing on that. Ling's going for the surround at the top left. Oracles are out of energy. Uh-oh. He's only got 1 Oracle with energy there. He needs to turn it on. The other one does turn its energy on, but it runs out of energy almost instantly. The Hydra's there. Oh, he should have just blinked back. Blink was almost ready. That recall was a bad idea. I guess if he blinked only, some of the Stalkers could have fit. But, oh, Hero just lost a lot. 9 Stalkers and the Oracle in the back going down. And now Lurker down in the Infestation Pit do start. Shin's going to take a while to get there, though. And with Double Forge, Storm's almost done. Bunch of High Templar gathering energy and a 4th base on the way. I don't know. I think Hero's still in a good spot overall. You got to look at that overall units lost tab and realize, like, he's still ahead 500 resources there. The tech was so delayed because Shin was so afraid of what had happened in this early game. It's an issue, man. Apparently, Protoss can smell through their skin. Okay. I mean, Protoss are basically trees. They photosynthesize and stuff. You know, that makes sense. I feel like trees can probably smell through their skin. It's like the most acid dropping thing to say. I'm like, yeah, of course, like trees can smell like your aura through their skin, man. Like, why? Like, what? It just like feels like it, man. Hydra's on the right side. Zealot's starting to get cleaned up. Gonna try and pull back. Watch out for the storm, mate. Shield battery in the natural wall's really helping Hero. Otherwise, that would have been a bit more of a point where he needs to warp in more units. Plasma shields and armor coming in. Wow, so he's really focusing on the defensive upgrades rather than the attack. Second Stargate and Fleet Beacon. Before Robo, never the hugest fan. What I like about this is it does, basically it allows you to just use Tempest to counter workers, which is fine. You can't go carriers when you do this. If you go for Stargate before Immortals, you need to go Tempests. I'm saying that, and like the number of times I've laid down like a rule of a matchup, I'm like, this is a rule that's set in stone, and then the player does the opposite thing. They usually lose when they break those rules. As much as people make fun of me for like saying you have to do this and the player does the opposite, compare that prediction, them defying the prediction to them actually losing and winning the game. You might see a pattern. Zealots do get surrounded. Zerglings are going to get pretty good trade, man. 15 probes. Stalker, Zealot, High Templar coming in. He's busting through the front. Dude, Shin's whole army was Zerglings. A lot of them went for the counterattack. They're not good versus Storms. And as long as Hero... I mean, Hero did lose 15 workers, though. I mean, this is so weird. Because if you overcommit and get this army surrounded, you're just dead as Hero. Especially after losing those workers. But it is what it is. Oh my god, he blinks forward. He didn't even know if there was lurkers there or not. The mad dog. Hero baiting him into Storms, though. And those Storms are doing pretty good. Gets another storm, starts to try to pick off some queens. Adepts and Stalkers trying to fight here as best he can. The Lurkers desperately trying to defend. Shin has a supply advantage, but Hero right now has the excitement. He is pushing forwards so decisively. I would never, ever have considered pushing in there as a viable option, but that is why I am a bad Protoss player, and Hero, to be fair, I don't think Max would have pushed in there either, but Hero has his own way of finding win conditions that other players don't even realize are right in front of them. The Zealot Archon getting on top of the Lurker Den in the Infestation Pit. The Stalker's still controlling the ramp if you try to move down there. This is going to be a really big problem. Stalkers try to pull back. Zealots fighting the Hydras. Infestation's down. Lurker Den did finish Seismic Spines, but Adaptive Talons is not finished, and it's going to be falling by the looks of it. Hydra Lurker works its way back here, moving into that natural. Archon fighting the Hydra on the ramp, and that Lurker Den will go down, as will a lot of these Zerg units. Stalkers blink down the ramp, 2 Lurkers fall, Stalkers do a nice little spready, and Hero just fights his way back into this game from a dicey position. Very well done, and doesn't let go of the advantage. Revelation on the Lurkers. Zealot Stalker comes down. Very clumped on this corner, though. Very clumped on that corner, and those Lurkers are not revelated, so he has to pull back momentarily. Oh, here we go. Mama arrives. Shin has to tap out. Hero, he had a really good start to that game, but Hero got his Stalker surrounded on the left, had a few dicey moments with the Ling run by on his 4th, but he wins the game in the end with really good decisive movement. And this seems to be a timing a lot of players are finding, is right early when Lurkers pop out, Protoss is finding the win. All right, guys, here we go. Hero in the bottom left side of the map, fighting back. Shin in the top right side. And this is a conservative gate scout opening this time for Hero in game 4. We just found out about the woolly sheep sea slug. Apparently is a real life slug creature that has like leaves on its back, and it can photosynthesize. So it's like a literal plant animal creature in reality. That's exciting. I feel like I'm being trolled by Google when I looked it up. It looked amazing. But much like Protoss, yes, it can photosynthesize. Do you think it looks down on other slugs? Like, you know how Protoss look down on lesser species like Zerg and Terran? They think of them like bugs. They're like, ugh, eradicate these filthy orifice-having lesser species. Double Queen comes in at 159. Tight build for Shin, man. Tight build. Nexus, Cybercore, second gas pylon. Very standard stuff. Now, it's going to be Frostline. What led to Hero's success in that last game? Well, the 2 Adepts did really well. I don't think Shin expected double Adept in the last map, so I think he's going to have his eyes open for it this time. But he sees no Chrono on the gateway. He says, well, if you're not chronoing Adepts, no worries. I can just pull my Overlord back, chill out, and be extra greedy. Now, some players, when they see no Chrono, they actually cancel Ling Speed, and they get their 3rd hatchery a bit earlier. Drone up. delay the link speed 30, 40 seconds, because they realize if you're not chronoing adepts across the map, what do I really need link speed for? Problem with doing that is it gives up your mobility with the lings and your ability to potentially snipe a probe coming to the third. So keeping link speed up is going to allow Shin some opportunities to maybe disrupt the Protoss build order. You can, of course, see the early chronos going down on the natural. And almost 100 energy saved in the main. That is, of course, to chrono out the Void Ray first into Oracle opening. Zown the other day did a really cool 3 Void Ray opening a few times against Raynor, which was very funky. Mixed results with it. Mostly positive, actually. Which I was surprised by. I feel like triple Void Ray is so expensive. But single Void Ray is very common. Clean up the Overlords, you know. And there's 2 Overlords outside the base, actually. Ooh. If you find both of those, that'd be great. And usually what you do, you rally it to the other side, right? So this guy rallies all the way to the other side. You try to show yourself picking off one of these Overlords, then come back and grab the other ones. Where obviously they can't get home. Now, I talked about why he was still getting link speed early. And he is indeed going to commit. There's an Oracle coming out after. Void Ray already finds an Overlord. Nice catch. He's going to pull back to the left. Overlord's trying to pull away. Void Ray might get distracted by the Zerglings, but no, it is not. Oh, he gets it. Double Overlord snipe to start is excellent. Now, the Adepts are going to pull into the gaps. Really good positioning on those Adepts. And with an Oracle here as well, I don't know if you can even cancel the third. Yeah, you can't. Now, the Oracle, I wouldn't have turned off the laser. I would have gone back to get energy and left the laser on, but I guess he knew Shin was going to back away. So, respect from both players. Extra Queen comes in, 6th Queen. Spore Killer in the natural. No Spore in the third just yet. And the Void Ray barely misses that Overlord that pulls back to safety. But Shin leaving a few Overlords sticking in these corners. Oh, luckily for him, Hero doesn't check for it. He's looking for Creep Tumors right now. Finds it. Zergling's on the front going after the Adept. That Adept's going to die, and that means the other one will get surrounded. Uh-oh. Gonna warp in another Adept in this handy choke point. Oracle pulls back. Zergling runs in the main for Scout. While these Zerglings wisely pull back. Too many people run in and lose their Zerglings these days. Remember, Oracles have unlimited energy, and that is a real issue. What has led to Hero's success? No one even knows. No one knows, even Hero. Especially he doesn't know. He knows, guys. 7 Overlords! Shin chucking a bit of a dark there, guys. Oh, he's building a lot more Lings right now, realizing. Oh, that drone gonna get to... If he can build the 4th, that'd be great. I think he just assumed this was gonna die. But he actually could have started the hatchery there. It just might have got focused down by like Oracle Adept. So decides, not worth the risk. Let's start our lair, make 12 more drones. And even though, yes, he was supply booked for a bit, I don't think it's hurt Shin's build too badly. Starts the 4th base down the bottom. 2nd gas in the main base. That's the 4th. Ling's going to go for the 3rd. Stalker Surround. Yes. Good Stalker Surround. Blink is still only half done. Oracle and Void Ray come in to punish the Zerglings, but I think it's always worth trading Zerglings for Stalkers. See, the units lost tab is in favor overall for Hero, but those 2 Stalker kills were worth so much. 27 units, 850 resources for Zerg that have died. 4 Protoss units have died for 600 resources. Every Protoss unit is so expensive compared to Zerg, man. They're much better, but they are expensive. 2 Adepts get surrounded, 3rd one shades into the natural, gets cleaned up instantly. Queen's still pushing everything back. Baneley Nest is almost done. Hydra Den should go down now. And it does indeed drop in the natural. Queen's trying to pull back. Dude, Hero just rallying to the front. No chill. But I think Shin has realized this guy leaves his door open. This guy leaves his wall open. And yet again, same as always, Hero's door wide open. Lings in the main, Lings in the natural. Every single game. I mean, oh, the Lings are trying to run away. I think that's a mistake. That was a bit of an F2 maybe. Oracles are there. I think he could have killed a bunch more probes in this main. Bit of a mistake for Shin, maybe a control group issue. 3 probes only. I swear, like the number of times this is actually bad for the Zerg against Hero is crazy, guys. Like, I know we do it as a joke. It's a trap. That's why he leaves his door open. It was actually a trap. He lost only a tiny bit of mining time. Now, to be fair, he should have just focused the probes with his Zerglings in the main. He should have killed a bunch more probes. Shin did make a mistake, but it's kind of a problem. Gets in and only finds that much. He's only on 63 drones as well. So it looks like he's just going to go for a Hydraling Bane timing with +1 range. Zergling's trying to pull away. Oracle's here, dancing around. Hydras say, hello, ladies. And, oh, there's your map vision gone. Stalker's chasing the zerglings, though. Shin, you gotta get out of here, bro. Bro, so many zerglings dying. Oh, remember, Shin's all in, dude. He's making Banes. He's gonna roll Banes into this base while smashing the front. Storm's gonna finish, though. Storm, 30 seconds out. Hero needs to hold on. All you need is one good surprise attack to win this series. Shin's going for it. Stalkers are going to see the Baneling morph. He knows what's happening. What's he got to defend? 13 Stalkers, a Void Ray, and 4 High Templar. No stasis traps. No stasis traps. Stasis traps are kind of the big OP thing that is stopping these attacks from working. Oh, the Banelings! The Banelings! Oh my god, the army's charging in at the same time. Banelings clear the mineral line. Stalkers playing back. Zealots trying to fight. There's Lings in the natural worker line as we speak. Probes are falling by the dozen. Hero trying to defend from both sides, but I think his economy has just been wiped, man. His natural, he has not noticed. 32 workers, 33 going down there. Zerglings are into the main. These Hydras are pulling back. I mean, it might not be a big economy for Shin, but it was a fierce attack, and Hero losing those oracles was a disaster. Ling Hydra coming forward right now, going after the gateways, the pylons, and the probes. The Lings in the base have turned into Banelings, and they will show themselves again in about 30 seconds. And I think those Banelings connecting is probably going to be the GG button. High Templar and the Stalkers going for a counterattack. More Hydraslings and Banes are building. Only 7 more workers got built in this game. 4 hatcheries mining. Similar army supply. Banelings roll in. And we are now to 48 workers that have died in this game. 48, ladies and gentlemen. All in the last minute or so of this big Hydraling Bane attack. Shin took some weird trades with his Zerglings earlier because Hero's so good at scrambling after he gets in your base. But dude, he doesn't have enough here. It's a handful of Stalkers and a couple of good Storms. Storms are good, but when you've only got 1 Archon and 6 Stalkers to capitalize off it, I don't think you can break through. Then again, the entire Zerg army is gone. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. There's still 1 Storm that's going to come in 10 seconds. 2 Archons, 6 Stalkers, and 2 Zealots. Oh my gosh, if Hero didn't get completely wiped on his economy front, he might actually be able to get back in this. As it is, though, he lands a Storm on only a single Hydra. The drones just killed that High Templar. The Hydras are popping into the Archons. Shin, pull back, bro. You gotta pull back, mate. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's dead. Hero's done it. Hero's done it, guys. He's literally so far down in supply, but it's all drones. And Shin keeps trying to fight a few Hydras at a time. The Hydras are popping out and dying. The Storms are landing. I think he must have energy recharged this High Templar and ran it across the map. That's the only explanation for how he has this many Storms. I don't know where they're coming from. He's actually storming the Hydras and Lings. He's camping the hatchery and killing them as they pop. Hero, the drones chases High Templar and it storms them. I can't believe he won that game. Shin's gonna be so tilted. Oh my god. All right. This game's gonna be decided on Star Child. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just what? We're going to game 5. I told you Hero wanted the hype of making the comeback. Dude, he lost so many workers because losing those oracles and having no stasis traps up. He didn't see the Banes coming in. The units ran in his natural. He had nothing to block his natural and nothing defending his third from the Banes. I mean, it was as bad as it gets. And somehow it works out. And you know what? He goes for a 13 pylon scout to block the hatchery. And Shin's gambling on a 12 pull. A build you almost never see anymore. Oh, this is so good for Hero. Assuming Hero goes into the main, which he does. He's going to scout it immediately. What? Okay, no. Surely he has to block this. Shin's like, you blocked me. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Hero, you need to actually go scout that spawning pool, but he's not going to. Okay, this might actually be good for Shin. This might be good for Shin, guys. He's going back now. He's going to get blocked. And Hero's going to be like, oh, gotcha. I'm so good. Look at me not letting you build a hatchery. And then he's going to come and he's going to see these 3 eggs and he's going to go, oh, God. Oh, God, it's 12 pool. Second pylon needs to go down this second. He needs to build a second pylon immediately. Otherwise, you can't chrono 2 zealots. He's going to build a second gateway. What is the wall? What is that wall off, Hero? What? What is this? What is this wall off? Your pylon's on the outside of the wall, mate. What? And he still hasn't built a second pylon. He's completely forgotten to build a second pylon. What are you doing? Now he starts it. Okay, I mean, as long as he doesn't build more probes, he can start a second zealot. Okay, he cuts probes to get the zealot out, but dude, that pylon is so exposed. This is the opening down here. He closed the gap on the north. I actually don't think zerglings could fit through that gap in the north. I played someone earlier today, and they could squeeze probes through that corner, but I couldn't squeeze zerglings through. So I actually think he didn't need the cybercore there, but you know what? He's got the zealot out on top. Oh, it's on the outside. A second zealot's about to pop. Oh, there's actually a little... I didn't realize that was actually blocking terrain there. So that kind of worked as a corner. Now, if he went 10 or 12 zerglings, he actually could have killed the pylon and got in there. But Shin basically just respected Hero. He said, oh, I know you're going to be able to defend this. You're a really good player. Best Protoss in the world. So committing to 6 zerglings is enough to force an overreaction, delay your Nexus, and, you know, then I can go back to droning and Queens faster. He sees this wall off. I guarantee you, Shin is like, oh my god, if I built 12 zerglings, I'd probably win this game. Like, he's like, oh, I just left so much damage on the table, man. That wall off is so bad. It's still not bad for Shin because he did get into drones and queens, and you know, he's got link speed started. He can play a normal game from here for sure. But I feel like Hero's wall would have been so vulnerable. If he actually built 12 zerglings, he could have fought somewhat inefficiently against the zealot when it runs out, while continually attacking the pylon with 3 to 4 zerglings. Queen's doing pretty well. 2 zealots come in, and the adepts. They do focus down 1 drone. Problem is, there's not much in the main. These drones need to run. Shin, you gotta run your drones out of there, mate. Dude, he should have done that already. Oh gosh, he's lost 3 drones. 4? He's gone back to mining way too early. 5? Oh, Shin's tilted. He's tilted. I guarantee you. He saw that wall off. He realized if I built 12 zerglings, I would have won this game, and he's tilted off the face of the planet. He should not have lost 5 drones there. 1 drone on the natural, fine. Maybe second one in the main. Bit of mining time. 5 drones is massive this early in the game. And now that delayed Nexus doesn't matter. Hero's got a Stargate halfway done. No third hatchery started for Zerg. He feels very fine in his position, does Hero. Hero getting away with murder, as he always does. That pylon. Look, you can do that with 6 Zerglings at a time, man. Yeah, Hero's trying to break his mentality by playing suboptimally on purpose, man. Backup pylon behind it. Pylon should be up into the right one space, then he could build another building there and actually have a solid wall off. As it is, he can only wall off with small buildings. Okay, Oracle almost halfway done. Stalker's going to take out the Overlord. There is a Roach Warren on the way, as well as a second gas. I wonder if that's a bit too early to be going Roach Warren second gas, but I guess just because the third base is so delayed. Oh, he cancels the Roach Warren second gas. Yeah, he changes his mind because he does see the Stargate. He realizes, okay, no. Because he was thinking it was Twilight. Oh, big supply block for Shin, though. I mean, Shin's looking like a little panicked right now, man. He's going to get on top with the Lings, but it's not enough Lings to beat that many Adepts. Queens will try to help out. This is a disaster. If he wasn't supply blocked, he'd be okay. He cannot afford to lose drones here, but he's going to. There's just no way to not. He's got to run these drones as well. Spore Crawler finishes in the nick of time. Spore Crawler does get a few hits off on the Oracle. First Adept goes down only now. 5 drones and all the Zerglings are gone for 1 or 2 Adepts. That is crazy. Dude, Hero has this in the bag. Shin is about to GG. I kid you not, guys. He's so dead right now. We are watching the guy from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And Shin's just like, 'tis but a flesh wound. And he's literally, the biggest possible way he could win is Doctor's stoppage by him spraying blood off the stumps where his limbs used to be into the eye of Hero. And then we need like the MMA doctor to step into the ring and wave the fight off because Hero might get like an eye infection if they don't clean. Like, oh no. Blood spraying into Hero's eyeball could, like, he might lose his eyesight. We're gonna be careful here, man. Like the only way Shin wins through, he's dead. He's dead, man. Like, he knows it. He's just like, oh god, I've cut your arm off. No, you haven't. Just but a flesh wound. Yeah, wow. Hero with the comeback, dude. Crazy, man. What an insane comeback in that previous game. GG, well played. Not much more to say other than Hero keeps surprising us. I love it. His wall-offs are bizarre. His comebacks are crazy. And he's got that it factor. Hero wins 3-2. GG, well played.